Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I've got a very similar video to one I've released recently. Today we're going to be covering the top 3 easiest weapons to use in Apex Legends. I previously covered the top 3 easiest legends to use. If you haven't already watched that, I will leave a link in the description down below for you to hop straight to that video. I'm also going to be leaving timestamps in the description to jump between each weapon. Like I said, I'm going to be covering 3 different weapons. I was originally planning on doing a weapon from each ammo category, but I decided that some of the weapons in the ammo categories, just even if they are easy to use, they're really not that good. So I'm going to be taking into consideration how good the weapons are as well, and how much they are currently involved in the meta. So without further ado, let's get straight into the first weapon. We're going to start with the most controversial pick on the list, but let me just quickly explain myself. I'm going to be comparing this gun to a lot of the other close range weapons, but all the other 3 shotguns and things like the R99 and the Volt. Now, if you compare it to all of those other guns, this is by far the most rewarding and the least punishable, and of course, the easiest to use because of that. The EVA is known for its damage and its fast fire rate. Now, with no bolt, it can fire this fast. I'll just quickly show you. Now let's compare that to a purple bolt if you was to find one. As you can see, once you get a purple bolt on this, it's insane. But even with no bolt, the gun is still extremely powerful. It can do 63 damage to the chest if you hit all pellets, and 99 to the head. And if you was to hit anywhere in between, of course, you're going to be doing damage in between those 2 numbers, which is still extremely high. So the EVA is obviously extremely powerful. And like I said, you can't be punished that much of it because you have 8 bullets in a round and you can do a hell of a lot of damage per shot. And a lot of people don't realize it's actually extremely good at range. Now, with most other shotguns, when you ADS, it tightens the spread of the pellets, but this doesn't happen with the EVA, which, you know, people may think that's really bad, it's going to be really bad at range, but this can do a hell of a lot of damage at range, especially if you crouch spam with it, because you're going to be a really hard target to hit, and you're just going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage. Like, end of. So I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to stand there, and I'm just going to full auto this around, and we're going to see if we can kill this target dummy from around about 10-15 meters. As you can see, within 7 bullets that time, we killed the target dummy, which is kind of insane if you ask me, because that's over 200 damage in a whole round of an EVA at this distance, which isn't normally a distance you're going to be using a shotgun for. You're probably going to be using a shotgun more like this distance, where you're going to be doing even more damage and killing even faster. So the EVA is definitely one of those guns that I feel like, I wouldn't say it's the easiest gun in the game to use, but if you compare it to all other guns that normally replace it, a close range gun, it is by far the easiest close range gun to use and the least punishable, and like I said, definitely the most rewarding when you can kill a target this fast with a purple bolt. It's just insane. What else can I say? So the Spitfire is going to be the next weapon on the list that we're going to talk about. Now, a weapon that's been nerfed a couple times already in Season 9, and people want further nerfs. You've clearly got a powerful weapon on your hands. The hip fire accuracy isn't as good as it used to be, you don't have as much ammo in each magazine, but still the weapon is a monster. With absolutely 0 attachments, you've got 35 bullets in a magazine, and you've also got a weapon that barely recoils. You can control recoil on this weapon extremely easy, even with no attachments. Now, the iron sight isn't the best. A lot of people don't like the iron sight. There's a couple of people that are really, really good with it still, obviously. There's people that are always going to be good with certain sights over other things. But the iron sight is still good. It's by far better than a lot of other iron sights in the game, I can't deny, especially when you've got a gun that recoils, like, not at all, to be honest with you. Now, the hip fire may have been reduced, but the hip fire is still absolutely insane. If you're close and you're hip fire spamming this, you're going to do a hell of a lot of damage, and you've got such a big magazine that even if you miss a few bullets, it's going to be insane. But once you get all the attachments you want, purple barrel, purple or gold mag, a purple stock, and a sight of your choice, this becomes a whole new monster. You're going to be able to hip fire forever when you're at close range. You're going to be able to spray targets that are going across open fields forever, and you're going to be putting out such high damage at 18 damage per shot. You're just going to be absolutely decimating targets. And one thing that people don't take into consideration when they think, oh, the Spitfire is insane, is the fact that it is heavy ammo, which means every character other than Gibraltar or Caustic, you are going to be slowing down when you shoot them. So if someone's crossing the field, you're going to be able to laser them even easier because they're going to be getting slowed unless they are Gibraltar or they are Caustic. If they're Gibraltar or Caustic, it's just going to be easier for you just to unload your 50-round mag into the side of them. So the Spitfire is by far one of the easiest guns to use, if not the easiest gun to use in the game, considering how you just can't get punished with it. 50 bullets in a round once you've got a purple mag. You are an absolute monster. Now, this wouldn't be an easiest weapons video if the R301 wasn't in it. The R301 is by far the king of all Apex weapons. It has existed ever since release, and has been powerful on release, and is still powerful to this day. It has so much potential. Even though it has a lower capacity in each mag compared to the Spitfire, its fire rate and its sheer damage will just outgun pretty much any other gun in the game if you hit your shots from certain ranges. You're looking at 14 damage per bullet, which is a lot of damage considering how fast this thing fires. Whereas compared to the Spitfire, it's 4 less damage per shot. You're firing almost double the fire rate, it feels like. You're dropping a target extremely fast. Now, this is with absolutely no attachments. The fact that you can laser a target with no attachments like this, with an iron sight that is extremely clean. And even if you're not aiming down sight, you're hip firing. Hip fire on this gun is insane. Absolutely insane. Hip fire is one of the best hip fires in the game, especially considering other guns are like it. You know, assault rifles have also been nerfed. The Hemlock's hip fire was nerfed. The Spitfire's hip fire was nerfed. So this hip fire is still insane, and like it hasn't been nerfed like other guns have. It's still extremely, extremely good. But once you get attachments on it and, you know, a sight of your choice, this gun becomes a whole new monster. Just like the Spitfire. Once you get the attachments on it, this gun is insane. At insane ranges, you can literally just laser people and drop people so fast. But if you're at a range which is like extremely, extremely far, and you're not the best of aimers, if you're lucky enough to get an amber receiver, you can just pop that on and you can do 35 damage per shot to the body and just pick targets off. Now, you are going to be flying through ammo like this because it does shoot 2 bullets at once, or it consumes 2 bullets at once, should I say. But it is going to give you that sniper feel. If you've got a 3 times or a 2 to 4 times, a 2 times isn't the best for a real long range, but it's still doable, like you just saw. But if you was to have something like a 2 or 3 times, the amber receiver is extremely, extremely powerful. If we was to put a 3 times on this, which is another sight which a lot of people use, Shiv FPS is in fact probably his favorite loadout, as far as I can tell. He uses it a lot, and it's the sight he always puts on the R301. You just have an amber receiver on this, you've basically got a pseudo sniper, and like I said, once you get up close, you can also just spray people down. So this gun, it does it all. It is an absolutely insane weapon. And by far, in my opinion, the easiest gun to use in Apex and the easiest to master, and probably one of the best, if not the best gun in Apex. If you're not using this weapon, pick it up, start using it, get comfortable with it, because it looks like it's sticking around, because it has been since the start of the game, and it still is insanely strong in Season 9. And there we have it, the 3 easiest weapons to use in Apex Legends. Now, of course, this is slightly my opinion, but I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, especially with the second and third weapons. Maybe not the first, but let me know in the comments down below what you think of that. If there's another weapon you think is easier to use than the ones that are currently on the list, put it in the comment section down below. If it's a weapon that I've completely forgot about somehow, and I really think it is, I'll definitely pin the comments so others can see it's a weapon that's definitely worth using. But other than that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button. Like I said, let me know what you think of this list. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.